You know, Alan, I have been a witness to the development of Auroville almost right from the beginning. And one of the dreams that has been put forward for Auroville is the dream of bringing different countries of the world at one place where you can feel the unity of all the nations. And I think this Unity Pavilion that is being now proposed and which is now being developed meets this basic requirement in the sense that it is through the instrumentality of this pavilion that you are inviting all the nations of the world to come together. And this pavilion gives a focal point where different nations can meet, can promote the unity of humankind, and can contribute to the promotion of harmony, goodwill, peace, and all that is required for people to understand each other, for nations to know each other, and to arrive at a conviction that without unifying humankind, the basic problems, even like economic problems, cannot be resolved.
Yeah, the Unity Pavilion came up in the international zone meetings, and I can remember the meeting at which it was put on the table, and people were asked to say yes or no, and there was a great moment of silence when we had all actually voted and expressed our wish that this thing happen, and we will be behind it.
It is a place where all the different nations can really share something for Auroville, and the international zone be built with a common aspiration and not individually something separated.
So the Unity Pavilion would hold the offices for the groups, the pavilion groups. First we were thinking in terms of rooms, but actually very quickly these barriers dissolved. And we saw that with the concept that Helmut had developed for the international zone, which was the continental areas, there actually needed an interaction between. We were not anymore going to plonk down our national pavilions, we were going to collaborate about spaces.
Construction at the beginning of this year has started on the Unity Pavilion. Now this is a very important building because it will help to promote the whole area by providing shared spaces, not only for all the people who want to help in developing the zone, but also for cultural groups who want to start activities. This, of course, needs a bit of urban design.
Well, the idea of the Unity Pavilion is born from a new situation in which many new energy has come to the international zone, a new push.
Is on the edge, on the border of the Crown Road, that is a main connecting link with, say, institution or activities or services in Auroville.
And it will also contain the peace table. It will even become more important when it creates the link of the pavilion area to the Center of International Research on Human Unity.
Is a typical modern building, without connotations. And in that direction, I think it followed more sort of an international intention. No? It's not don't have a regional connotation in this way.
And I think this is a great task which has been taken up by Auroville. And I'm very happy that this Unity Pavilion is now coming up with the help of so many. But of course, I am quite aware of the fact that its cost is quite heavy, as it ought to be, because after all, if you want all the countries to come together, then the facilities that you want to create should be adequate for the purpose. And I think the structural plan that I have seen is very well conceived, and I think that it's about 1 crore of rupees. And in terms of dollars, it comes to $250,000, something of this order. And this is what we want. And I think that given the goodwill of many people and the enthusiastic effort which is being made by you and other friends, I think that the response will be warm and we shall be able to accomplish the task that we have in view.
For me, it is extremely important that this Unity Pavilion has a very prominent place, because it is a signal to the world that we take unity, the unity of our species, the human unity, as a very, very important and very serious issue.
And was interested that the place given for this building, it was on the direction between the Matrimandir and the Barasnivas, just a line. And the Barasnivas has a shape of an arrow. So it was almost natural to have this other arrow between the Matrimandir and the international zone, like energy flowing from Matrimandir towards the outside world. No?
Now this model is showing the first phase that is under construction now, that will have practically only working spaces.
We are very well known on the man-to-man level. The word is actually spreading very quickly. But on the official government level, we were not yet connected. So there was a feeling that this building would also, by starting off the work, we would actually stir the interest from that side. Not us going out, nagging our governments, this is needed, but actually making them see, oh, something is happening there. We would like to participate. Where is our place in this?
The main building will have is having here the Hall of Peace. On the first floor, all what is exhibition and communication with the outside. The interlink with the outside is given by a passage at the first floor, so that even casual visitor can enter and go through the building and come out from the other side. This model is showing the ground floor with the space for offices, internet connection, archives, planning office, a small library, and side of on the direction of Matrimandir there is the Table of Peace.
This Table of Peace has been brought here by Mira Nagashima, the daughter of architect Nagashima, who is a marvelous artist. And we have a very deep connection with him. When he was alive, he came here and we went to see him in the States. And he was so close to Mother. He has built the Golgonda.
And this is a space where a big tree can be planted and give a sort of a preliminary feeling of entering into the building.
Pierre, you have been invited to create the environment in the Hall of Peace using your installation Light Matter. Could you briefly summarize what you are trying to convey with Light Matter?
Actually, it's very simple. What I tried to convey with Light Matter is an experience I had in 1984, where I had the experience of an inner light. It was very, very strong, very bright, and the experience went with an incredible feeling of vastness and peace and joy. And my whole work since 15 years has been to try to recreate that. And only in 1999, with this installation, I felt I could get that feeling of pure whiteness, but also vibrant and clear.
Light signs hang free, signaling the sky, rising with young earth dreams. White breeze speaks straight to the heart.
I think it will be difficult to establish unity if we are not at peace. So the more we create an atmosphere conducing to peace, the more we'll be closer to human unity.
Mother said in January of '72, Auroville wants to be the first realization of human unity, based on the teaching of Sri Aurobindo, where men of all countries would be at home. So if we feel anything about the Unity Pavilion, it is that we offer this as a home for the realization of the work that Mother has put in front of us, for this realization of human unity.
If we are going to make the international zone built up with India, America, Germany, France, Italy, USA, of course, Tibet, this is not really the world that is there, and we want it to be built up with a very rich interaction of the whole world. So we need to say to these countries who don't have, we have a place for you here, because we want you to participate.
This particular Unity Pavilion will also contribute significantly to the development of our program of Siru. And I am sure that those who are educationists and those who are lovers of the idea of peace in the world, they will all join together to create this pavilion.
With great confidence, we go into this work with a hope for the future. The first part of it, the first phase, is actually called the annex.
Vai, vai, vai.